Have you ever imagined what it truly means to live like a president, not the kind who rules with arrogance or treats people harshly, but a leader admired both at home and abroad? What does it look like to carry the weight of a nation on your shoulders while enjoying the finer things in life? Today, we step inside the fascinating world of President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa, a man whose life tells a story of resilience, ambition, and luxury. His journey from a young boy in a modest township to one of Africa's wealthiest leaders captures the imagination. It is a story of sacrifice, determination, political power, and the undeniable privileges that come with it. His lifestyle may appear like a dream to many, but behind the luxury lies decades of struggle, hard work, and unshakable willpower. Cyril Ramaphosa's story begins in 1952 in Soweto, one of South Africa's most historic townships. His father, Cyril Ramaphosa, was a retired policeman who worked hard to ensure his family had access to education and discipline. His mother, Dimpathia, took care of the home and nurtured her children. Though not born into riches, the family's stability allowed Cyril and his siblings to attend school, something that was not guaranteed for many black South Africans at the time. His early education began at Tshilidzi Primary School, and later he moved to Mfafuli High School in Venda, where he completed his secondary studies. From a young age, Cyril showed signs of ambition and intelligence. He dreamed of becoming a lawyer, and in 1971, he enrolled at the University of South Africa to study law. But his time at university was not just about textbooks and lectures. South Africa was in the grip of apartheid, and Ramaphosa could not ignore the injustice all around him. His passion for justice pulled him into student politics. He joined the South African Students' Organization, SASO, where he quickly became a respected voice. He also became involved in the Black People's Convention, movements that sought to challenge the apartheid system and give young black South Africans a voice. This decision was not without cost. In 1974, Ramaphosa was arrested for organizing protests against the apartheid regime. He spent 11 long months in prison under the Terrorism Act, treated as though he were a criminal simply for demanding justice. The experience hardened him but did not break him. Just 2 years later, during the Soweto uprising of 1976, he was arrested again and jailed for another 6 months. At a time when many would have chosen silence, Ramaphosa chose resistance. These early sacrifices earned him respect as a fearless activist who was willing to risk everything for freedom. By the late 1980s, his reputation grew. When negotiations to end apartheid began, Ramaphosa was chosen as one of the chief negotiators for the African National Congress, ANC. His sharp mind, calm demeanor, and ability to bridge divides played a key role in paving the way for South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994. Many believed he would succeed Nelson Mandela as president. Instead, he stepped aside when Thabo Mbeki was chosen. Rather than fight for political power, Ramaphosa walked away and entered the world of business. This marked a turning point in his life. Ramaphosa proved that his talents extended beyond politics. He became a titan of industry. He brought McDonald's into South Africa, chaired MTN, one of Africa's largest telecom companies, and built a business empire that spanned mining, food, finance, and energy. His investments paid off. By the 2000s, he was one of South Africa's richest men, a self-made billionaire whose wealth gave him independence and influence. But politics remained in his heart. In 2012, he made a dramatic return, joining government once again. He became deputy president under Jacob Zuma. Zuma's presidency was riddled with corruption scandals, and when he was forced to resign in 2018, South Africa needed a leader who could restore trust. Ramaphosa stepped forward, bringing with him not only his history as a freedom fighter, but also his reputation as a successful businessman who didn't need to steal from the people. By this time, Ramaphosa was already living the life of a global statesman. His security alone reflects the immense resources required to protect him. In South Africa, protecting government officials can cost as much as $400 million a year, and as president, Ramaphosa receives the highest level of protection. His convoys are a sight to behold. 9 cars, including bulletproof BMWs, Mercedes-Benz sedans, and even an ambulance, all surrounded by up to 20 armed guards ready to protect him at any cost. Wherever he goes, the scene looks like something out of an action movie, with sleek cars, flashing lights, and tight security formations. His love for luxury cars is no secret. The centerpiece of his collection is the armored BMW 7 Series, worth over $100,000. This vehicle is not just a mode of transport. It is a mobile fortress with advanced technology, a heated comfort package, a high-tech infotainment system, and security modifications that make it fit for a head of state. Alongside it, Ramaphosa owns a BMW X3 M40 iSUV valued at around $60,000, admired for its advanced driving technology. He also drives a Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG, known for its speed and performance. For more rugged conditions, he owns a Toyota Hilux Raider, and for simpler days, even a Volkswagen Polo. His garage reflects versatility, from power and prestige to practical everyday luxury. Air travel, however, has been a source of both privilege and controversy. The official South African presidential jet, a Boeing 737, has long been criticized as outdated. To keep up with his international commitments, Ramaphosa often relies on leased aircraft, including Gulfstreams, Cessnas, and Embraers. These jets are no ordinary planes. They are equipped with private suites, showers, and entertainment centers, turning long flights into comfortable journeys. The Embraer Lineage 1000, for example, often serves as a backup, while the Cessna Citation Sovereign is popular for its club seating and refreshment centers, perfect for high-level discussions in the sky. His travel arrangements might not always be smooth, but they are certainly never ordinary. Whether aboard a Boeing, a Gulfstream, or a Cessna, Ramaphosa travels with the luxury and security befitting a modern head of state. But the president's story is not just about cars and planes. His life represents the remarkable possibility of transformation. Here is a man who once lived in a township, who once lay on a prison floor for daring to demand justice, now leading one of Africa's most powerful economies. His journey reflects the contradictions of South Africa itself, a nation of both hardship and wealth, of oppression and freedom, of poverty and opulence. Ramaphosa's immense fortune has sparked debate. Some argue it separates him from ordinary citizens who struggle daily. Others insist it protects him from corruption, since he has no need to misuse public money. Whichever side one takes, his wealth and lifestyle undeniably symbolize the rewards of perseverance and ambition. From the days of activism and prison cells to motorcades and private jets, Cyril Ramaphosa's life is one of the most fascinating stories in Africa. His possessions, luxurious cars, secure convoys, private planes, are not just symbols of wealth. They are milestones on a journey marked by resistance, sacrifice, and eventual triumph. So the question remains, what do you think of his life? Do leaders like Ramaphosa inspire us by showing what Africans can achieve when determination meets opportunity? Or do they highlight the distance between leaders and the people they govern? Share your thoughts in the comments, and remember, if you want to explore more stories like this, subscribe to Voice of Africa and join us as we uncover the untold journeys of Africa's leaders.